Hi folks, this is Tara, the Homestead Hopeful, and today I want to talk to you about something I know a thing or two about, and that is how to grow your own food in an apartment or rental home where you're not able to grow outdoors. Up until a few months ago, we lived in a fairly nice 2,400 square foot house with a fenced backyard on close to an acre. The backyard was too shady to grow much, but I had some greens growing back there, and a 4-tier shelf on the back deck where I was growing lettuce and herbs and several pots of cherry tomatoes. The front yard was a steep hill, but I still managed to grow lots of tomatoes, peppers, herbs, and even corn there. I spent hours cutting a dead tree out of a patch by the front door to put in an herb garden. And then they told us they were raising the rent way above what we could afford and were willing to accept. So we quickly started looking for a place to rent. We spent nearly $1,000 just on application fees and ended up with nowhere to rent because other applicants got every single place we applied to. We finally had to move into an apartment at the last minute because our potential deposit got eaten up by all those application fees, and we had to take what we could get. We're saving almost $500 a month off what we would have been paying if we had stayed in that house, but we lost half our space, moving from 2,400 square feet and 4 bedrooms with a garage to 1,200 square feet and 2 bedrooms. And most importantly, we lost our growing space. And this couldn't have come at a worse time given all the crop failures and potential food shortages that are happening. So I decided that I wasn't going to let this development keep me from raising at least some food for my family. I put some buckets and tubs out on my balcony and bought a small 4-tier shelf for growing microgreens on Amazon for around $30. On my balcony this summer, I grew cucumbers, tomatoes, jalapenos, Malabar spinach, oregano, sage, and 2 types of basil. This fall, I pulled out the dead plants and replaced them with green onions, chives, lettuce, kale, miner's lettuce, and a few other mixed greens. I just sprinkled a bunch of random seeds on the soil, covered them lightly, and watered. And what do they look like now? They look like this. And this. And this. And these are my daikon radishes with tiny little carrots growing in between them. And this is my microgreen shelf that I just got started again about 4 days ago. You can see all the little seeds sprouting, and most of them are already sending roots down through the mesh and into the hydroponic solution under the trays underneath. These are just a few ways you can grow your own food in an apartment. You could also convert a closet into a grow room, but just remember to be careful about moisture levels because this can cause mold and mildew. You could keep a shelf in your kitchen with grow lights and raise lettuce and other greens and various herbs. If you have a basement or garage, you could set up a huge growing system indoors with shelves and lights. Lots of people do this. You can even raise meat rabbits and quail for eggs and meat indoors as long as your landlord or leasing agent gives you permission. Don't let living in a rental property keep you from growing your own food. As global food availability decreases, it's critical that each of us takes more responsibility for raising our food, because one day we may have to. And it's better to learn how to do it now than when we're hungry and we have no choice. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe and become part of the family. And don't forget to ring that little notification bell so you'll be reminded whenever I post a new video. This is Tara, the Homestead Hopeful, saying stay prepared, stay safe, and stay hopeful.